welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a week in our homeschool. And so it's not going to just be today. It's going to be Monday through Friday. So it is a Monday today. And I thought this could be fun to just give you a glimpse into maybe the differences of every day, because a lot of times when I show things, it's all similar, and this will still be very similar. There'll be a lot of things that are the same, but every day maybe I'll just have thoughts or things that come up that maybe don't normally or that are a little different, or talks about homeschool, things that maybe I just don't share in a normal day in the life or in my other sit down type of videos. So that's kind of going to be the plan. So like I said, it's a Monday. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had thought, I was like, oh, maybe I'll film this intro earlier in the day, but it was just kind of crazy trying to get through homeschool and all the things in the morning and find a sort of quiet moment to start a video. So I have not done it until this point. Here we are. And so what Monday looks like is fairly typical and normal. It's usually a calm day for us as far as outside the house. We rarely have things going on. Occasionally I'll have like a chiropractic appointment once a month, or I do a massage once a month. And so those times there'll be stuff going on. But other than that, usually it's a pretty calm like day at home. And so we did schoolwork this morning. We did have to do a load of laundry. We usually do laundries, that's weird, on Thursday and Friday. But we are potty training my 3-year-old, and it's going okay. He's a little bit of a struggle bus right now. And so we are doing his laundry way more than normal, just because we are going through more of his clothes than normal. And so every few days, usually we have to do their laundry. Him and my toddler have their laundry together. My other toddler, I don't know, 3 and 18 months. So we have that I'll have to fold a little bit later today, which I probably won't show any of this. I'm just explaining the joys of Monday. It's usually just a slower day for us, and a slower morning and stuff, trying to get back into routine. But we did science today. Our chemistry, we didn't have any experiments for it. It was a fairly calm chemistry day, which all of the lessons have been very intensive with lots of experiments. So it's been really nice. It was nice today to not have to prep all these things and just be able to sit down and just read through the lesson and not have a billion things that we were supposed to be doing. So that was really nice. And then I did a little bit of work. I finished editing a video that's going up tomorrow. It's actually a day in the life of our homeschool type video. And so that one will go up tomorrow. And then I did the thumbnail for it. So I just finished doing that. I also put a post on Instagram. I try to get up posts every week or every few weeks, just kind of what we've been doing in homeschool lately. I don't always remember. I don't always take enough pictures, because it's so busy and chaotic that it's hard for me to remember to do all those things. But I am trying to do it. So I put that post up. I went through, my son just finished his Math 7 from The Good and the Beautiful. So we're starting Denison Math per everyone's recommendation. Almost every single person who commented on that video, Denison Math was what everybody said. So we are trying it out. We are doing Algebra 1. And so he already did a little bit of it, but he's gonna start like officially tomorrow. And so I made sure everything was good to go with that. I still need to find a binder downstairs to put in the parent workbook and stuff, but everything else is ready for that. So I did all those kind of things. So after I get my littles down to bed between 12 and 1, that's usually when they go down. After that, it's kind of quiet time just for the whole house for several hours. And I try to get things done. I'll do reading if I have a book that I'm working on or whatever. If I have some work stuff that needs to get done. Tuesdays and Thursdays in the afternoons, I try to save those days for filming. And so tomorrow I will be filming something. I don't always have things to film, but if I do, that's when I try to do them. It just works the best with the schedule and everything like that. And I don't like to have filming stuff every single day most of the time, unless I'm doing something like this. And so I that's basically what I've done today. And I need to put in a Sam's Club order. And so it's the beginning of the month, and I try to do a big like stock up from Sam's Club, usually Sam's Club. I just like, because I can go pick it up. They have like, I can order all online and just pick it up really easily. And we only recently got a Costco, and so I go there occasionally for certain things, but I don't go there very often. So anyway, I need to do that. I need to sit down and do that and figure out, usually we'll pick it up, but the first few days of this week are kind of tricky with that. And when we pick up a Sam's Club order, we have to take our Suburban because there's just not enough room in our car for all the things, like the big things of toilet paper and paper towels and all that kind of stuff. And so my husband, I would say he would pick it up on his way home from work tomorrow, but he doesn't take the big car to work. So we'll see. I occasionally will have them delivered if it just isn't logistically working out for us to go, because it's not close. And so if we're not like on that side of town, it's not necessarily reasonable for us to do it. And it's just better to pay the little bit of extra money and then to spend that time. You know, it's like either spend time or spend the money, you know, when we're not actually in that area. So I need to do that this afternoon and figure out when we are going to be able to get it in the next few days or have it delivered. And so that can just be done, because there's a lot of things we don't need right this second, but we are getting pretty low on toilet paper, so that might be important to order some more of that. But that's what I'm gonna do. That's like a huge stock up for the month. Usually it's around $400, and I have a $200 budget that is for stock up for the month. And then the rest of the money we spend just goes to our $1,000 normal grocery budget for the month. And so that's kind of how I do it. So that's something else on my list today to do. And then, I don't know, I teach at my church once a month. And so I have to do that this Sunday. So I've been preparing that. So I don't know if I'll do that this afternoon or this evening, but at some point today, I already have a lot of an outline, but I need to kind of solidify so I can keep working through it the rest of the week. So I still need to do that today. And that's just kind of a typical Monday. It's actually one of my best days to get as much stuff done as possible, because we don't have things outside the house. My husband has jujitsu tonight, but other than that, we don't have anything. And so it's really nice. But just thought I'd get this video started, let you kind of know our overview for today. And then tomorrow I'll bring you along for a few different things, and I'll film a little bit in the afternoon. And yeah, that will just kind of be, I'll just bring you along for the weekend to show you how boring our life truly is. Okay, we finished another day of homeschool. Mostly, I think I have one child that's still finishing up a few things, but it's Tuesday and my son's doing Duolingo back here. So if you can hear the little ding from it, hopefully I'm not ruining his Duolingo by talking to you. But we just finished everything, so the table's kind of a mess here. I did clean up the Play-Doh from my little kids playing with that while we did group work. So I'm gonna put this stuff away. As you can tell, it's hair washing day. Maybe you can't tell, maybe it just looks like I pull my hair back like this, but I am going to go blow dry it in a little bit. It's, what time is it? That clock's not right. It's 11:15 almost. And so I'm gonna get this schoolwork all sorted out, which I'll tell you about in just a minute. And then I need to get my baby, she's 18 months old, but I need to get her into bed. She's cutting another molar, and when she does that, she doesn't sleep as well. Like, I still sleep pretty fine. She usually is fairly content. She just will wake up and kind of squawk in her bed, and then she'll go back to sleep during the night. And so she didn't sleep super great last night. So she's really grumpy and cutting another molar. And so I'm gonna try to get her in bed a little bit earlier than we normally would. So right now she's climbing up and down the stairs, so hopefully she'll stay over there and not come over here and scream at us. But so that's what I'm gonna kind of do after I get the schoolwork done, is to get her in bed as quickly as possible. And then once I get her in bed, I'll take care of my hair because I have a video to film this afternoon and I'm not gonna film it with my hair looking like it's all slicked back and everything. So I'll do that. But with schoolwork here, I have been for the last several months, as soon as we're done with group work, I will just switch out the curriculum that we need for the next day. So then I don't have to worry about it. And then at the end of the day, I'll write what we're doing up on the board. I've just been doing that for the last week and it's been very, very helpful for all of us to know what's going on. And so we did geography today. So I have the geography books here. So I'll switch this out and grab all my kids' geography books. Normally for Wednesday, we would be doing chemistry, but tomorrow is a little bit crazy. I put out a day in the life of our homeschool for a Wednesday. It would have come out like the week before this video. And our Wednesday mornings are a little busy because of piano already, but this Wednesday has even more because we have piano. And then once a month, my husband takes our oldest 2 kids to the temple. And so they're doing that tomorrow, right after piano. And then the Sam's Club Order Fit Best there. So they're gonna pick it up right after that. And then my husband and I, the last couple of months, have been trying to go out to lunch once a month. And it's been like, it's a little bit tricky with the dynamics of our family, but we're trying to make it work. After we went the first time, he's like, oh, I really like doing this. And so then I asked him if he wanted to do it again. And then he's like, we should just keep doing this. So kind of the first, she's screaming, it's okay, everything's fine. Kind of the first Wednesday of the month is when we're gonna try to do that. So he'll come back from getting groceries, then we're gonna go to lunch. So they'll do their individual subjects tomorrow, but trying to do group work is gonna be really hard. So we're just gonna bump that off till Thursday. So I'm gonna put Thursday stuff out. I usually just leave it pushed to the end of the table so they can still play games or do crafts on the other end of the table. And so I'll have it all ready and out. Normally it would be Wednesday stuff, but for this week, it's gonna be Thursdays. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Can you see? Okay, you want it lower? How about you just scoop back? Here. Yeah. Okay, just a second, we'll show them you. Look, you can kind of see yourself. Right there. Yeah, there you are. No more, leave it alone. He really wants to see himself in the viewfinder. I got the top of my finger on one of their notebooks, so I need to go through and I left little drops of blood in some places. So I feel kind of bad about that. I don't know exactly how I cut it, but yeah, do you see it? It's bleeding a little bit. Oh. So we need to go get a Band-Aid and wipe off there. Yeah, do you see yourself too? What are you doing, Miss Wiggle? Anyway, we got all the schoolwork figured out and sorted out. And so now I think I'm gonna go grade some schoolwork and get her ready for a nap before she completely loses her mind. Okay, so I thought I'd just give you a quick update on the rest of this day. So it's about 1:15, I did my hair. And I'm about to film a video that's coming out right before this, I think. And so I'm gonna do that right now. My 2 little kids are napping or they're in bed. My 3-year-old's just kind of laying in bed right now. Sometimes he falls asleep, sometimes he doesn't. And so I'm gonna get some filming done and then I might just read and kind of just take a break because this time in the afternoon, I like to get stuff done, but I also like to just have it as a kind of recharge for myself. And so that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna get to that so I can get everything done. that I need to, and that will basically be our Tuesday. I just will then, once my littles get up, start making dinner. My husband and older 2 kids work, they all have youth activities. My husband works with the youth at our church, and then my older 2 kids go to these activities as well, so they'll leave for that around 6:30 tonight and stuff, and so they'll be gone for that, and I'll get everyone else to bed, and that will be the day. And I'll have a little downtime to myself before I go to bed. So that is our Tuesday in homeschool. All right, welcome to another day. It's Wednesday and it is 10 o'clock. So like I said, we went through the whole piano thing this morning. My husband just left to go pick up my daughter, and he took our oldest son. They're going to the temple and then to pick up groceries from Sam's Club. So I'll probably show you that grocery haul. And then I'm just gonna sit here and go through Lydia's schoolwork with her. Manti's working on his schoolwork, and the little kids have made a huge mess behind the camera. It's a mess, and so we'll try to get that cleaned up as well. So they'll probably be gone an hour to an hour and a half, just depending how long everything takes. So we're gonna try to get as much done here, and then we'll get little kids down for naps at 12 and 12:30. And then I am ready because my husband and I are going on our lunch date today. So that is kind of what our plan is. Hi, are you gonna say hi? You wanted to get up here so badly. Are you gonna say hi? No? It's camera shy. You decided to be a chicken? So let's continue learning about regrouping and multiplication with large numbers. Look at the multiplication problem, 347 times 2. We'll start with the ones place. What is 2 times 7?
17?
17, yeah. Just say hi.
3 times 3 is 9. 6 rows.
Okay, you're supposed to write that area. Okay, so I finished schoolwork with Lydia. Manti finished his schoolwork. So they took the little kids downstairs to play. Manti's crocheting while watching the little kids downstairs. And I'm gonna make protein bites real quick. We ran out yesterday and it's a snack my kids have all the time. And so I'm gonna make some of those again real quick. And then we might play a game if we have time. It just kind of depends. And I was gonna grade schoolwork real quick too. My oldest son is now grading his own schoolwork for at least math, so I don't have to worry about that. So it's actually fairly quick, and my daughter that's with my husband has not finished all of her schoolwork, so I won't have to grade hers. I just need to go through a few other things that the kids have done. So that should be fairly quick too. And then again, we'll see when my husband gets home and we'll show you our big grocery haul. I think it ended up being just over $500. And like I said, I have $200 budgeted a month for a big stock up. And then I put all the rest, like the difference, so the $300 will go into our normal grocery budget. And then try to keep around $1,000 for our normal grocery budget for the month. And we do a fairly good job. Sometimes we're a little bit over, but I've tried to do my best to do that. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do right now and just get those few things done. And it is 10:40. So hurry and crank those out in the next 10 to 15 minutes and then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so here is the grocery haul, and I'm just gonna try to go through it as quickly as possible. So we got veggie straws. My kids all just really like to eat these. We got lots of applesauce because I use these in making protein muffins, and so we go through it quickly, and also my kids will just eat it as a snack. honey also for protein bites and protein muffins. We were getting a little low on peanut butter, so I got some more of that. And then I got more forks. I don't always get them from Sam's Club because I don't always want this many, but we are having a big family event in about a month. And so I got a bunch of forks for that, some strawberries because we already still had some left over from Walmart. And then pretzel crisps, again, just a snack that my kids like, or they like dip them in hummus, and my little kids like them too. We are running low on cereal. My kids only get to have cereal on Sundays because it's expensive and not necessarily very filling. What? Becca's gonna talk to us. And so I got more Cheerios and then Honey Bunches of Oats because they go through those quickly. And then some tuna fish because I've been really liking having a tuna salad right now. So I've been doing that. And then some sausages for kind of whoever wants them. I usually get the regular ones, but sorry, I have kids everywhere. But I got the turkey ones because they are way, way less fat. And then I also got some turkey bacon if I wanted to do a breakfast sandwich and kind of switch up what I have for breakfast. Woo! Yeah, you're cuddling with the sausage? Yeah, you like the sausage? And then I got more of the pancake mix that I like to use that has protein in it because I am almost out. Yeah, I know, you're cuddling with the food. And then some Parmesan cheese, and I can just put this in the freezer so it lasts a really long time. We use a lot of non-fat plain Greek yogurt for cooking and baking, and so I got that. And then some lunch meats for easy like sandwiches and things. Butter, because we were almost out. Cheese, because we were out. And then some Clorox wipes, because we were close to out with those. And then batteries with little kids that like to run trucks on their track. We go through a lot of batteries, so I got some more double A's. Here's some more cereal, some Life cereal. You can tell the ones we go through the fastest because there's double of the Life and the Honey Bunches of Oats. And then some more spray. So we use them for different things. So I just got the original Pam cooking spray and then some olive oil spray and then beef broth. And I think that's all right here. Did I even mention the brown sugar? I don't know. I might have skipped right over that. But we were almost out of brown sugar. And then over here, I just have a couple things. I have a whole bunch of chicken breasts because I like to bottle chicken. And so I stocked up, there's 4 packages there. So I'll cut all that up and bottle some chicken so we have that. And then my kids like the Chobani flips, so I'll get them. They'll be gone really quickly because they usually eat one a day, and so they go quick. And then, what? Are you just talking? What's the matter? Do you want some lunch? Okay, hold on a second. So then we have paper towels, toilet paper. I try to buy what we'll need for the whole month. So toilet paper and then diapers we were getting a little low on. And so that is the Sam's Club haul. I just wanted to sit down and say hi at the end of a very busy Wednesday. Our Wednesdays are usually our busiest days of the week. Today has been more busy than normal. So my husband and I had a really good lunch. Everything at home was fine. We were gone for about an hour and a half-ish. And so that was fun. And something I did want to mention about that is it's been a long time since we have gone out on dates regularly because having our oldest child has autism. So having a neurodivergent child or a child with special needs is difficult. Like it's difficult to get out of the house. And there's been many times where people that we know in our neighborhood or people that I meet, like when I go to the doctor or something, they're like, oh, how many kids do you have? And how big's your oldest? Oh, that's great. They can start helping watch the younger kids. Until it's like, well, actually he can't very well because he's autistic. And while he functions very well, there's some things that he really struggles with. And if things don't fit into the mold that he has created, it can lead to a lot of problems. And so he can become very controlling and a little bit aggressive and stuff. And so it's hard to leave him with everyone else. And so there's been times where I had doctor's appointments and my husband was out of town or at work. And so I would leave our kids with my oldest daughter, who's 11 and a half. She's going to be 12 this summer. And I would take him with me and stuff so that he was out of the picture. And so we've been able to do that. But us actually leaving together is difficult. We've left him with a friend before. And so he hung out at their house while my daughter watched the rest of the kids. And we just recently started trying to do these lunches. It was more, I think, for a birthday date when I had my birthday in November. And then we've tried to like keep it up since then. And so we put the little kids down for a nap. We make sure my oldest has something he's doing and that he knows he's not supposed to leave and interact with anybody else while we're gone. And so he'll do what he's supposed to do. My other kids stay downstairs and they have their own things to do. And so we make sure that it's as controlled as we can make it. And we leave my cell phone at home. And my husband will have his cell phone and my daughter's in charge of it, my oldest daughter. So if there's any issues, she can call us or text us or whatever. And so far it's worked, so pretty well. We've tried it out a few different times with that, and we were gone last Saturday night for a church event, and we were gone for like 2.5 hours, and everything was okay. But again, it's like has to be very well thought out, very well planned, because anything like change in routine or change in what is planned can lead to tantrums and stuff. So it's just very difficult. So anyway, it's been fun to be able to do that and to be able to feel a little bit more freedom from that now that my little kids are getting a little bit bigger and that we figured out a strategy that works with my oldest as well. So anyway, just wanted to mention that, like, it's tricky. It's hard to try to get out of the house and to find solutions, and sometimes you just can't for a period of time. And then maybe you find a way that will work. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And so that was, we got home right around 2:00. I think from that, it's usually a later lunch by the time we get my little kids down for their naps and stuff. And then we had my 10-year-old and my almost 8-year-old had church activities at 4:30 and at 6 for an hour. And then my oldest has basketball for church here very soon. And so I'll pick up my 10-year-old from his church activity and my husband will take my oldest to his basketball activity. And so we still have a few things going on, but then really the rest of the week until Monday, there's just nothing. My husband still has work things, but other than that, we just really don't have anything. So Wednesday, it's like, if we can get through Wednesday, we'll be good. So I already set out school curriculum, like I said yesterday. I made sure all the science stuff was out. I did go through the chemistry this afternoon and made sure, because it's not an experiment, it's more of just an activity. And so I made sure everything was set out for that. And it requires Play-Doh, and some of our Play-Doh is not good or it's mixed from my toddler. So I went through and made sure they had some good options for Play-Doh. And so we can use that tomorrow. I wrote up on my board here everything we're doing. So we're ready to go. Tomorrow really is our last day of homeschool for the week. We sometimes do stuff Friday, or if it's a flex day if we get behind during the week, or if something else comes up, or if we just want to play games. We do a variety of things on Fridays. And so anyway, that's kind of how it works. But yeah, I think we've almost made it through Wednesday and on to the rest of the week. So I will see you tomorrow. I'd do a quick check-in today. It's Thursday and it's 1:30. We did schoolwork this morning. We did science today, which again isn't normal for a Thursday. Usually we'll just play a geography game or something, but since our week was kind of weird from our Wednesday, like it threw things off a little bit. And so I like to stay on schedule, especially for science, just because I usually have it planned out and I don't like to get off schedule with that. So I try to make sure we still always do it. So my kids made some elements today, or made I don't know what they're even called in chemistry, but they did with the neutrons and the electrons and all that kind of stuff, and set them out. They picked different elements. The book from The Good and the Beautiful for chemistry had like chlorine. I'm trying to remember if they had hydrogen. They had a bunch of different ones. And so my kids picked one of the elements they wanted to do, and then they made the picture of it with the neutrons and the protons in the middle, and then the amount of electrons that go around each ring, and showed like the first ring has a maximum of 2, and then the next ring can have this many and stuff. So that's what they did, and they seem to enjoy it a lot. My oldest loves chemistry, and so he wanted to keep all of the pictures because he wants to keep making them. And so I let him do that. And then also, usually on Thursdays is when I put in our reports for our charter school. We're part of Open Ed. It used to be My Tech High, and now it's called Open Ed. And the reports are due Sunday nights, but I have just gotten in the habit of usually doing them on Thursdays, sometimes Fridays if I forget, or if our Thursdays are busy. And so it's just easy, like go in, say that we studied all the topics or whatever for the week that we say that we're doing, and then just write a few sentences. So I just asked my kids what their favorite part of school was this week, and usually we'll write about that and might add a few other things, but it's usually pretty quick. So I did that. And then I also plan groceries. So I have my planner here. And so we did that huge grocery haul this week, which we don't normally do. That's like a once a month thing. But then every Thursday, I put in a grocery order for Walmart. And then Friday morning, because I usually am at the temple on Friday morning, I will pick up groceries on my way home. And so that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Well, not the whole afternoon. Sometimes it takes me longer than others. It just kind of depends. And so I open up macro-friendly foods that I like. I like Lily Eats and Tells. And right now I mostly stick to those because they're easy for me when I'm trying to count my macros and be in a deficit, to use those instead of trying to figure out macros for something else. So I'll open those, and Macro Friendly Foods has new recipes at the beginning of the month. So she will have new recipes now. And so I'm excited to look at some of those. And then I just use my planner. So any planner, this is an Erin Condren one. So it has like all of my kids' pictures because I like personalized it, and our family pictures from this last fall. And so I'll turn to the month we're on, so February, and then I usually am planning. Sometimes I'll have something already planned for Friday, but most of the time I don't. So then I just will go on and plan everything. And so this is kind of an example of last week, and then obviously some over here. But I'll just write down what we're gonna have for that week. Try to plan easier things Tuesday, Thursday when my husband's not around. Or maybe a crock pot thing I can put in the morning and not have to worry about it. Again, this week got kind of messed up with some different things. And so today's meal, it's easier, but it's not like super easy. And so anyway, that's what I'm going to do now. And then I'll see what time I have from there and when my little kids are getting up, because I need to start looking at curriculum for next year. This is around the time I start doing that. So I need to do that. And then I also like to try to get a little bit of reading in, just to have a little bit like time to myself and enjoy the quiet while I have it. My kids are doing 3D pen right now, coloring a huge Valentine's poster, doing some drawing, some crocheting. So they're doing a variety of different things, but that's basically our Thursdays. Like I said, the charter school and groceries are two things I almost always am doing on Thursday. And then a lot of other things might be changed. And then I usually will film on Thursday if I have something to film. So Tuesday, Thursdays are usually my filming days. But I don't always have something for both days every week. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends. Obviously I'm filming this, but I'm not like all ready and stuff for like a normal sit down type of video. So anyway, that's today. So we will see you tomorrow for Friday, the end of our homeschool week. You know, today was the end of our like normal book work type stuff. And then tomorrow is, like I said, a flex day. And so we're gonna play some games about Everest tomorrow, Mount Everest, because we've been talking about that. My kids really wanna play the game, so we're gonna do that. But other than that, I haven't planned for sure what else we're gonna do. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here's the grocery haul I was talking about yesterday that I got from Walmart. Well, mostly from Walmart. I'll explain that in a minute. So there's some kale here in this bag, some Caesar dressing, more cocoa powder because we use a lot of that for protein muffins and we're almost out. Raspberries. We were out of a lot of chocolate chips. So there's mini chocolate chips, milk, and dark chocolate. And then some butterscotch chips for a treat I'm making for a friend this week. And then mini M&Ms, we put those in our protein bites. Sour cream, yogurt, carrots for soup, and then some ground turkey for soup, or like multiple meals have ground turkey, and I have some still in the freezer, but we weren't gonna have enough. And then apples, we were out of gum. And then some mozzarella cheese, some provolone for sliders, and then some like, this is Mexican 4 cheese. That's what that is. So we use that for like nachos. I think it's just for nachos this week, but my kids also like it for quesadillas. Oreo thins. We usually get the double stuffed Oreo thins, but they didn't have them, and we use them for our protein ice cream that we make. Are you bringing me my shoes? Yeah, I have shoes on. Thanks though. And then a cucumber. The cucumbers lately have been so big, which is kind of not as great because then they have huge seeds in them, but whatever, we make it work. And then cilantro, some Roma tomatoes. He gets so excited for groceries. And then green onions, shredded carrots, celery, strawberries. I can't remember if I already said this. Strawberries. And then, so these dinner rolls right here are from Walmart. They had to substitute them. I think I got 2 12-packs. I ordered 2 12-packs and then they didn't have them. And so they put this one, but I was thinking it was another 12-pack. And then they also didn't have the butter, the light. So this is a macro-friendly meal. Hey, shh. Yeah, more yogurt. And so anyway, they didn't have this butter either. And so I stopped by another store on my way home and got these packages of Hawaiian dinner rolls. So whatever we don't use, like I'll put in the freezer. I'll decide what I want to do with that. So these might go in the freezer, or this big one might go in the freezer, because usually like 2 sets is good enough for us, but 1 is not enough. So anyway, so there's that. And then there's butter and some bread, just normal bread. And then my husband already put the milk and eggs in the fridge. So that is our Walmart haul from this week. All right, welcome to Friday of our week. It's our final day of our homeschool week. And so like I said, Fridays are kind of our flex day. And so it's 11:15 right now. I got back from Temple and groceries around 8:30. And then, so I left at 7 and got back at 8:30. And then have been doing breakfast, navigating kids. My husband has meetings on campus all day, and so he's gone for basically the whole day. And so I had a few things I wanted to get done before we played a game, which my kids are setting up behind us on the table right now. So I did a quick clean of the homeschool room. We keep it generally clean every single day. So it was just a few things like cleaning the board off at the end of the week once it gets all dirty and stuff, and a few other, like I swept the floor and just wiped everything down quickly. I also quickly went through my refrigerator, make sure there was nothing in there that needed to be thrown out or whatever, just kind of cleaned it out real quick. I cleaned the kitchen again, just all these were very quick cleans, just went over counters, cleaned the stove. I still need to clean the sink, but one of the things I did this morning was cut chicken. This big bowl of chicken that I got from Sam's Club, and I'll bottle it maybe today if I'm ambitious, but I'll do it tomorrow for sure if I don't do it today. And so maybe I'll include some of that footage if I remember to take any, but so I'm gonna bottle that chicken, so I'll just cover it and put it in the fridge until I do that. So I will clean the sink after we're done playing games, because I didn't want to clean the sink then do a bunch of stuff with chicken, then have to clean the sink again. So, so I still have to do that. It's a white sink and it always looks dirty, which I really don't like, but it is what it is. So we're gonna do that. We also did a new muffin recipe. They're all behind me here. It's a blueberry muffin, like sourdough discard recipe that one of my friends sent me. And so my kids tried it. Well, some of my kids tried it. Excuse me. And they really liked it. So that's good. And so now we're going to play a game. I'm going to get a tickle in my throat. Grab some water. So now we're gonna play an Mount Everest game. I don't even know how long it's gonna take, so we'll play that and get little kids ready for bed, and then I'll come back and give you like a final report. All right, it is now 2 in the afternoon. It's pretty stormy outside. You probably can't hear it, but it's been rainy all day. It's been like kind of spring weather, and now it's sort of snowing. I don't know, it's being weird, but it's hitting the window very, very hard because it's super windy. So anyway, I kind of like stormy days as long as they don't happen all the time. Like rainy, stormy days are fun. But so we got lunch, we got the little kids down for naps. And then I just kind of relaxed and I worked on some things, but took it easy because after the morning, because it's always just insane rush throughout the morning most of the time. And so once we hit lunchtime and everything, you know, I'm starving by the time I get the kids down for a nap. And I just kind of want to sit and just relax. I did work through a few things. I still had some scripture study I needed to do for today. And me and my husband tried to do like an at-home date night. That was my like horrible quotes, at home. At home date night on Friday nights, where after our kids are in bed, we'll just watch a show or something together. And so I knew I was already doing that tonight. I wouldn't have time to read my scriptures tonight. So I did that. I finished a bingo card for my kids' scripture study that I've been working on. And what else did I work on? There was something else. I don't remember. I didn't bring my planner in, so I don't even know what else I wrote on there. But I was just doing some stuff mostly on the computer, just keeping up, trying to keep track of all the things. So that's kind of what a normal week looks like. The mornings are a little bit crazy, insane. That's when we do most of our homeschool. And then afternoons are a little bit calmer. That's when I try to get things done. If I have a lot of cleaning to do on a certain week, more deep cleaning, I'll try to fit some of those things in the afternoon as well. But yeah, that's, I think, basically all. So comment down below and let me know if you like these types of videos, like a week in our homeschool versus a day in the life, or, you know, we can do both. I just don't know which ones you guys prefer. And also what you like seeing, or maybe something that I didn't include as much this week that maybe you'd like to see more of, and I can try to do that. So let me know down in the comments. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.